What's up, children? David Johnson back for installment number 2 of Emotional Fire. Our column this week is entitled Walter Bagehot and Muhammad Ali. Again, you can see that I still suck at titling these things, but at least the content's starting to get a little bit better. I'm pretty sure this was the first column where I explicitly got on Google and looked up motivational quotes and stumbled upon this quote by Walter Bagehot or Bagehot. To be honest with you, I don't even know how to pronounce his name. A great pleasure in life is doing things which others say you cannot do. And for anybody that knows me, you should know this is a topic very close to my heart. The idea of pushing buttons, the idea of flaunting authority or saying screw you to authority, the idea of questioning everything that's in front of me. All the examples in this article are real examples. Yes, as a young child, my mother would yell at me because I would try to wear snow pants in the middle of summer. Why? Because I wanted to see what would happen. I think pretty much because she said that I couldn't, and it was as simple as that. And I would wear shorts in the dead of winter and constantly be a pain in the ass in my parents' side, which later turned into being a pain in the ass in my teacher's side, pain in the ass for my college professors, pain in the ass for all my bosses. You get the point. Nowadays, I get to be a pain in the ass for all my clients by constantly getting them to try to rethink some of their premises. One of the most important topics in here, I say here, I don't understand rules. I mean, I understand rules of the universe, like gravity or cause and effect, but I never understood, quote unquote, the rules that I was expected to play by. The rules of man, so to speak. Again, going to a philosopher that I really respect, Ayn Rand, she had a distinction between what she called the metaphysically given versus the man-made. And give you an example here. Really common saying, I'm sure you've heard it, nothing is certain in life but death and taxes. Whoever coined that phrase is a fucking moron. For one very simple reason. Taxes are not a certainty, okay? Taxes can be done away with. And I know you're going to sit there, yeah, they never will be. Okay, they're a probability, but they're not a certainty. Here's the real point. There's two kinds of rules in this world. There's rules of nature, laws of nature, whatever you want to call it. Gravity, thermodynamics. You want to be ripped while eating cheeseburgers all day long? Good luck with that, buddy. Let me know how it works for you. All right? You can cry, piss, and moan about those rules, constantly beat your head against the wall like a sycophantic 5-year-old brat. It's not going to get you anywhere. All it's going to do is make you fail at achieving your goals. Then there's, quote unquote, the rules of man, etiquette, laws of society, whatever you want to call it. Those are completely subject to change. All it takes is somebody who wants to push the envelope. I don't care if you're Martin Luther King Jr., Gandhi. No, I'm not comparing myself to these great leaders, but you get the point. They're people that, really challenge society to say, all right, this is the way it's always been, but it doesn't need to be this way. Let's reconsider and reevaluate. And I really think in my heart of hearts, that's why I have a special admiration for those people who do rock the boat, shake the apple cart. Everything new and innovative that has ever come to pass came about from somebody that was not satisfied with their current lot and with the way the world was structured and decided, fuck it, I'm going to change it. I'm going to go out into this world, stake my claim, get people to question their premises, and rearrange the world in my image. And every great thinker, great writer, great anythinger did it through that means. Okay, so I almost think there's a special status for people that buck the trend, even if they're stupid and even if they're wrong, simply because they're at least trying to get people to think from a different perspective. So again, I use the example in here, my father giving me the sage advice when I was 8. I decided I wanted to grow my hair out. Probably the only really good advice he ever gave me. You're free to do whatever you want. Just remember there's a price to be paid. If you're going to walk around with big muscles, if you're going to walk around looking like a social deviant, tattooed from head to toe, whatever, that doesn't make you a bad person, but it does mean people are going to have certain assumptions about you, make certain assumptions about you, and it is on you to accept that responsibility and prove them wrong, not them. So again, I think to this day I kind of carry that chip on my shoulder. Always over try, if you will, to kind of prove yourself rather than just being like, well, I am who I am and they should accept me. That's stupid. The world's never going to work that way. Prove your worth. And trust me, you'll have no problem with acceptance regardless of how scuzzy your beard might be and how tattooed you are. So again, at the end of this column, I included a clip of Muhammad Ali, which really had no direct relevance to the rest of the column, other than the fact that I always looked up to Muhammad Ali for his mental position, if you will, the idea that he was great and he knew he was great. I think in our modern society, we've been taught to be humble to the point where, You're never supposed to just acknowledge your greatness. All right. And the people that I always really looked up to, Muhammad Ali, Michael Jordan, they're people that were kind of self aware that they were changing the game and rewriting the rules and reveled in it rather than apologize for it. Never apologize for your strengths. Identify your weaknesses and fix them. Identify your strengths and uphold them. And unfortunately, most people go about this world the opposite way, basically pretending that they don't have weaknesses and not acknowledging what their weaknesses are and running and hiding from them while not looking at their strengths and upholding them as virtues. So needless to say, if that describes you at all, work on that. You'll probably have a better time with things. So, emotional fire number 2, Walter Bagehot and Muhammad Ali. A great pleasure in life is doing those things which others say you cannot do. This is David Johnson. Peace out.